Hey guys, thanks for tuning in today. This is our webinar, How to Instantly Add Attention to Anxiety and Fix It Forever. This is Jamie Daniel. I'm so glad you're here today. We're just going to give just a few minutes to let some people join right now. I want to make sure everybody gets into this webinar that is wanting to get in. Hopefully today's intention is to get you on your way to solving, fixing, moving forward from any kind of anxiety that you're going through right now. Okay. Let's just give it a few more seconds. We want to make sure everybody gets in here. You know, at Forever Branches, we're doing knowledge, skill set, and income. The goal here is to make sure everybody is getting all the right truth and knowledge, understanding, skill sets to improve any area of their life, and the income to achieve their goals and all of their dreams. Okay. So right now we're just going to move forward. So how to instantly add attention to anxiety and fix it forever. All right. Uh-oh. So if you stay to the end today, guys, I'm going to email you the Daily Architect Companion. It's something I put together that is going to help you wake up in the morning, write down your goals, address any feelings that you have of anxiety, and make everything clear so that by the end of the night, you'll have a game plan for the next day. Okay? And the reason I made this 180 days rather than 90 days is because a lot of people are doing 90-day things, but I want you to completely obliterate any anxiety you have, and I want you to be equipped with everything you need to do that. Okay? I'm going to hopefully give you guys some secrets today and some strategies that are really going to help you, but if you stay to the end, you get this, and if you stay to the end, you'll get the anti-anxiety tools out of this webinar. Okay? So what I need from you, I need you guys to close down Facebook. I need you to put down your phone and be somewhere quiet, relatively peaceful, away from any kind of distractions, okay? And if possible, I'd like you guys to get a piece of paper and a pen. That way you can write down these things that might be helping you move forward, okay? Now, why listen to me? I have been battling through different anxieties since my mom passed away. Different thoughts, feelings, emotions, different things. And I've done a lot of things right, and I've done a lot of things wrong. And I also have studied mental health pretty deeply. I know a lot of different patterns of mental health that our society is kind of clueless on. And I've worked at a few different mental health group homes and have seen what the mental health system is and what it isn't. I kind of know what they're doing and what they're not doing, and how they're really helping people and how they're not. It's kind of sad, but hopefully I can put together some things that are really going to help you, save you time, save you money, and save you frustration in your life. So I personally have been through some of the psychiatric systems. I also know what they do, what they don't. I know what medicine does, what it doesn't do, and I know it doesn't change the way you think. So hopefully you find that this is helpful. And I'll try to be funny, but I probably won't be. So let's just keep going. So right now I want you to imagine something with me, okay? I want you to imagine what your life would be like if you could recognize patterns that cause your anxiety, change your behavior, and then it just stops forever. What would that be like for you? What would that freedom feel like for you? I need you to visualize this with me right now. Okay? Quick note. I am not licensed in any form of counseling yet or psychiatry. I have been certified as a medication technician, a med tech in North Carolina, and I feel I can offer advice that's really going to help you guys. I'm not saying to get on or get off any medications. I need you to consult your doctors for that. and I am not responsible for what you choose to do with any knowledge you find here that is helpful or unhelpful. Okay? So, moving forward, we can't really move forward with something new that's better until we find the crack or the problem in our foundation. Okay? We'll call these root causes or Groot causes. I am Groot. A lot of times we try to build upon our lives and we try to build upon who we are as people, but in our foundation we have certain things that are really difficult for us that we haven't addressed or dealt with, and so we start to generate patterns that are either harmful or destructive or unhelpful and frustrating, because we haven't really addressed those root causes. But here's what we're getting into today in today's webinar, okay? How to get what you want without being anxious. That's the goal here. We all want to get what we want. We all want to be feeling peace and calmness and enjoy our lives and have fun and clarity and purpose, and we want to be on track with our lives, and we don't want to feel scared and fearful and hesitate at every left and right turn we try to take. So that's today's goal. Get what you want without being anxious, okay? So there are 3 secrets I'm going to cover here today. The first secret is that I can identify anxiety right when it hits and change my attitude to stop it. It's a skill I've learned. I'm going to share it. Number 2, the realization allows for the correct actions. So it's hard to get the correct behaviors, the correct mentality, if you haven't realized a few things. And secret number 3 is that God loves you 100% of the time. And the good news is that the issue isn't with Him, it's you. So you can fix you, and He's always constant. He's always there. He's always loving 100% of the time. So don't fear any of that, okay? Secret number 1, I can identify anxiety right when it hits. Bam! And change my attitude to stop it. So does any of this sound familiar to you? I frequently feel anxious and I don't know why. If people would just be what I want them to be, I'd feel better. Counseling or self-help is not for me. Do any of these things kind of sound familiar in your thought life? Here's what we're going to do, okay? How do I get there? Mind the gap. So, mind the gap. This is a concept I want you guys to write down. This is the first secret to success with anti-anxiety, okay? So, every time you feel anxious, it's because there is a gap in understanding or knowledge that's combined with a goal. Okay? Gaps in understanding or knowledge when combined with a goal create anxiety. So, you can start minding the gap between where you currently are and what's in between you and your end goal. All you got to do is start seeking out the understanding and the knowledge that shortens and closes that gap, and that'll give you access to the want. Okay? This concept, this strategy is fairly simple. To put it into practical application, all you got to do is basically do this on a piece of paper right now. Write down, I have anxiety because of blank, and my goal is blank. So write that down. I have anxiety because of blank, and my goal is blank. Good job. Good job. For those of you that participate, good job. Okay? We're going to cover more of this in just a little while. So, this is what we're going from. We're going to go from insecure, with no confidence, to feeling like a victim, to blank, to X, to whatever you feel like you're a victim to, whether it's your spouse, whether it's to money, whether it's to where you're currently living, whether it's to the president, etc. Okay? And we're going to move to feeling self-satisfied, self-confident, and in control of our emotions and destinations. Okay? I believe that's the big goal, the big pattern that runs through everybody when it comes to anxiety. Okay, quick note. If it's in financial anxiety that you're going through, you need to invest. And you need to invest in time, money, and intention. Okay? And the way you do this, the way you invest in your time, money, and intention is in education. You have to find out this gap, the knowledge and understanding. You have to find the gap. Okay, better skill sets. Can't move this, but better skill sets in sales, marketing, and your trade of choice equals more money. So if you're constantly complaining about your job, you're constantly complaining about not having a job, you're constantly complaining about not making enough money, you need to upgrade yourself. You need to upgrade your knowledge and your understanding of marketing, sales, and whatever trade you have. Okay? You can complain all you want, but these are the things. These are the basic foundational tools, I guess, that you have to improve. You have to improve your knowledge and your understanding of sales, marketing, and your trade. And that'll get you to the point where you can start making more money and have less financial anxiety. Okay? This works with every single person. So, realization number 2, secret number 2. Realization allows for the correct actions. A lot of the times we have incorrect behaviors, incorrect actions getting us results that we don't want. And we cling to these because they feel safe, because we have a gap in our understanding of why we're doing that behavior or that action. Okay? I hate thinking about what bothers me. It's easier to ignore the truth and my goals. I often think that I can't achieve my goals on my own, but don't want to ask anyone for help. These are kind of things that kind of circle our thinking when it comes to our anxiety sometimes, okay? And here's the strategy. I need you guys to write this down. It's the only lasting and effective strategy I've found to combat this, okay? The strategy I call is an attitude of serving. If you gear yourself in every area of life, family, your spouse, your job, every human interaction, etc., to be serving yourself and other people to the highest of standards, you're going to be coming from a place of love, okay? Love and charity. And this attitude, this new attitude, is going to help you navigate your life differently. Because in the situations where you feel anxious, you're in a place of lack and scarcity and sometimes even lies and misunderstanding. And that creates an anxiety within yourself. But when you switch over to an attitude of service, you start including clarity and vision and purpose and love into everything you're doing. And this is going to single-handedly get rid of your anxiety the quickest. If you're, let's say you're at your job and let's say you're a car salesman, if you're constantly trying to win a sale from a place of lack, I need this sale, this is the biggest thing in my world right now, I need to get these people to do this, they're going to feel that pressure and they're not going to want to buy it. But if you come to it from a sense of serving, an attitude of serving, how can I support this customer the most? How can I serve these people the best? You're coming from a place of offering love and service, and this reduces that anxiety and it pretty much diminishes and eliminates it. So this is the number one strategy right now for this second secret, okay? I need you guys to really take a hold of this. If you're coming from a place of always feeling like a victim, this right here is your golden ticket. Okay? Sweet! The experiment. So here's the old model of where I've been, or a lot of us has been, I think. Sometimes we go to ineffective counseling, we take medications, we tell all of our friends our problems, they can't help. We keep pursuing the same goals with no results. We continually being frustrated with no results. We still feel that anxious feeling for quote unquote no reason, and we're still attempting to ignore it. Can you identify with that at all? I've done this a long, long time. It doesn't get me anywhere. It doesn't get anybody anywhere. It's a trap. Okay? So the new model here is that we're going to take control of the truth and understanding once and for all, and we're going to choose here to allow enough love to happen within us and for us that we choose a new, better pattern and close the understanding gap. Okay? We're going to choose to love ourselves and close the understanding gap. So whatever it is, the goal you have that you're anxious about, whether that you feel unsafe in public or whether you feel, unsafe in your neighborhood, there is something you're not understanding about the goal you have that you need to understand. And so that is your homework. You're going to have to seek out that knowledge and that understanding. But identifying what your goal is and getting clarity on the goal is what we're doing here. Okay? Anti-anxiety secret number 3. God loves you 100% of the time. I don't care what the doubt says, the lies say, what your friends say, what the world says. This is the truth. He loves you 100% of the time. You're here on planet Earth. You got here somehow. He built you somehow. It's love. Okay? The good news is that the issue isn't with him, it's with you or with us. So, for some, it can be hard to believe this. Sometimes we have these feelings of I'm on my own. I can't take care of my own safety and well-being. No one is in control of my life other than me. I believe in something, but I don't really know what that is. I need to know more of how he's real in order to trust God. These are deep, deep things that a lot of us go through. And they can cause really big patterns of anxiety that splinter off into other anxieties. So you just need to be kind with yourself right now. Just be kind. The realization of God sometimes takes a little while, but once you do, you'll understand he's never not there, and he's never abandoned you. Whether you've been through a death in a family or a disease or some kind of really hard event, an abusive event, he was always there. He never left you. So I need you to understand that 100% at some point, because it is the truth, and he's never got your back. Okay? So just trust me in that one. Even if it's an experiment, just trust me on this one for a little while. To that, this is what happens when you start to trust that, okay? You start to become aware of his grace. Even when you're at your lowest. He'll still show up, and he'll still provide, and he'll still be in your life even when you feel like you're at your darkest and your lowest time, okay? His providing, it always comes when you ask for it. Now, if you're in rebellion against it, it hurts. It hurts you before it hurts anyone else, and that sucks. He's still there. He still loves you. But if you're trying, it's like trying to get advice from your mom or your dad, but you're in rebellion against their advice. It's hard to accept it. So sometimes we have to just let go of bitterness and unforgiveness, and just really allow him to love us. And that's a huge, huge secret for anxiety, anti-anxiety. His love is greater than the lack of love that we feel sometimes. Trust me on that. And just, if you feel like you need more love, just ask him for it. There's never a shortage of love. And if you feel that way, just pray. Pray for it. And you'll get it. A lot of people ask, I feel anxious all the time. How would God allow that? And for that, we have anti-anxiety secret number 3. And here's the big winner for you, okay? For your understanding, for your gap in understanding. Anxiety signals an uncertain goal. It's just uncertain. It's not life or death. You're going to make it through it. Okay? You're simply uncertain how to get to your goals of X, Y, and Z. All right? You're okay. Take a breath. We're going to figure this out together. Okay? You have goals. It's uncertain how you're going to make that goal happen, and that's why you have anxiety. Okay? Let me ask you a question. If you asked 50 of your closest friends from middle school, high school, work, and Facebook how to get rid of your anxiety, and only one could actually tell you how much would that help you? What's that worth to you? Think about it for a second. Is it worth $500 for new piece? $1,500 for new piece? $5,000 for new piece? What about the medical route? If you went to the medical route and had a counselor or a psychotherapist prescribe you medicine, appoint monthly counseling sessions, and make you get health insurance to help pay for it, how much would that cost you? $250 a month, maybe, probably more. I know counselors that charge $300 an hour, and they're not even really, really, really good counselors. They're just kind of a basic counselor. But let's say that was $250 a month for 12 months. That'd be about $3,000, right? Would that be worth it? Getting rid of your anxiety? Quite probably, huh? I've spent 6 years meandering these mental health fields with personal counselors. I've been on and off different drugs, prescribed drugs. I've worked the mental health group homes, and I've been through different mental health and detox hospitals. I know what they offer and what they don't. And that's kind of the upside to this webinar and what I'm offering right now for you guys, is that I know some of these patterns and how to help. I do want to help you, and I do think you need help. That's why you're here, and I want to be that guy that supports you and gets you past this. Okay. My coaching right now, I'm charging $199 value on that for a 30-minute anti-anxiety phone coaching. But what else? Okay, so what else can we give you to get you up to your goal here of no more anxiety, right? So I'm put together something called Your Purpose in God. It's a membership, and it's going to be a place where a lot of biblical Christians that I know that are walking in God and walking out God's purpose in their lives, we're going to be interviewing them, getting them on tape, asking them questions, having them impart wisdom and knowledge and understanding of how to actually be in God's will and how to be in His kingdom and how to direct you to the same. Now, this type of membership is going to obliterate all your anxiety and get you to a place where you are walking accordance to your purpose, your life purpose. And I believe there's a difference in life purpose when it comes to God's kingdom versus what the world teaches. So this is pretty big. What you're going to get here in today's offer is free grandfather December access to this online membership. It's about a $350 a year value, okay? So our total value here with the phone coaching and the membership here is about $549, okay? But we got more. There's more here for you guys. I have instant anxiety, depression, and anger hacks. It's a 3 step-by-step guide to dismantling these bothersome emotions, okay? We all walk around, I have this little image here that says all these people really seem to have it together, and I still have no idea what's going on. I've totally been there. We've all been there, I feel like. And these step-by-step guides are going to walk you out of these frustrating emotions. And so I have that here, okay? What else do you need? I think you might also need the daily resource that I brought up earlier. It's going to help you along the way. It's the Daily Architect. It's going to get you a step-by-step 180 days to getting rid of all of these bothersome things that are keeping you from being on track in your life. Okay? So that's a $9 value added to that. So right now we're at a total of a $615 value for all of this. I'm also going to put up here the 5 years of counseling, meds, and insurance. We're paying $250 a month. It's a $15,000 value. So this is, I think, a realistic. A lot of people pay a lot more money to address these types of emotions. They carry these emotions a long time, and the health system is all about managing your problems, not curing them. So my goal here is to get you the tools, the understanding and knowledge necessary to close all the gaps with your emotional issues, the problems that you face every day that are causing a lot of havoc. We have a total value of $15,615. Now, if all this did was finally get you to a place in life where you felt more capable to deal with anxious feelings, would it be worth it? Would it? If it helped you find your sense of purpose in God and finally trust His promises and safety, would that be worth it? If what I'm offering here, if I could give you the ability to recognize the destructive patterns in life and reassemble them to be useful, would that be worth it? I think it would be worth it. You can see why this is a good deal even at $1,000. It's about $600 for the general public, okay? But since you are on today's webinar, I'm going to give you a special offer here, okay? We can get started today for $297, okay? This is going to get you all of that I just showed you. And if you need help paying for it, PayPal has a no payments and no interest if paid in full in 6 months on purchases $99 or more. So we can split payments up for you guys. We can get you on track to the healing that you've been looking for and needing for a long time and get you started with that, okay? You have all of this value for $297 today. If you have questions, you can email me here. If you want to get started, you can go here, okay? Now, I had two choices here with you guys. My first option is I could go as cheap as possible and try to sell as many one-on-one consultations as possible, okay? But it wouldn't have incentivized me to really stack the value. My second option would be to require a little higher investment from you guys, but in exchange I can devote more resources to guarantee your success. So that's where I was with that. Now, what's one effective anxiety consultation worth to you? What's it worth? $500? $1,000? $2,000? More than that? How much would you pay to get control of your anxiety? You had two choices. Do nothing and not take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free. And the second choice is to pony up this small investment today compared to all the value you'll get in return and give it a shot. Now, if I can't bring you resolve, then I don't deserve the resolve for your money, right? So I'm offering a 30-day guarantee. So if you sign up today, get your consultation scheduled. And if you don't benefit from it for any reason, I don't care if it's 29 days, 23 hours, and 59 minutes from right now, just let me know and I'll give you your money back, okay? I want to make sure we get a handle of this and that we actually get you the freedom you're wanting, okay? The real question is this: is it worth gambling some money to get some resolution and start moving forward with more ease? Which, if it is half of what I've claimed today on this training, it will pay for itself emotionally, right? Right, okay, so we can get started here. This website here, http:// with a colon in between, meetme.so/Jamie LIV. That'll get you all signed up, okay? And the first 7 people, I'm removing $200 from this price. So it's $97 today. That's the webinar special. You get signed up today. The first 7 people are going to get it for $97. All right, anti-anxiety, it's yours. Let's go after it. Thanks for attending, guys. Can't wait for the next one.